When I first started taking senior portraits, I found myself getting stuck doing the same 3 poses over and over again, and would honestly just go completely brain dead in the middle of the shoot, be scrolling on my phone, looking at Pinterest, trying to find ideas for different poses. So in today's video, I'm sharing a few tips with you on how you can add variety into your posing to get the most out of every single pose. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey and I am a senior photographer based here in Richmond, Virginia, and this channel is my little corner of the social world where I like to share some helpful tips and tricks for your senior photography business, as well as a few fun life things too, because I love doing vlogs and sharing fun life things with you guys. So as I mentioned before, I am going to be sharing a few tips on how you can take one single pose and get the most out of that one pose with your senior to really make a full gallery that's full of lots of variety and different images that your senior can choose from. So my first tip is to think about adding facials into your pose. Let's say your senior is standing to the side, she has a hand on hip, and she's smiling at the camera. And that's a great pose, it's a great picture, everybody loves those because it's a classic, but you can add some variety to this to kind of spice it up a little bit and give some different options within that one pose. Some different facials would include smiling at the camera, laughing towards the camera, laughing over her shoulder. You can even have her drop her eyes down to her shoulder, and remember that as you do this, don't just have them drop their head, but just drop their eyes to their shoulder, and then that's a shot there, as well as popping your eyes up, and that will make the eyes really pop if they're closed, and then pop them back up. The sun makes it look amazing. And when I say facials, I don't mean all the stage facials. If you were a dancer like I was growing up, facials, there's a lot you can do with that. But I'm not talking about all the dramatic stuff. I simply mean smiling, laughing towards the camera, looking over her shoulder, eyes down, no smile, soft smile. I feel like there's another one I'm missing too. But this just creates a lot of different emotion that they can choose from while creating some variety for you as you're kind of thinking about different poses in your head. I am going to share my go-to poses with you guys, but I am going to save that for another video. Today's video is just focusing on adding some variety into those things, but that will be coming to you soon with my go-to poses. Now, this tip may seem super obvious to you and you're like, okay, duh. But I honestly see and have experienced myself that this can be something that's kind of forgetful if you're just kind of in the zone and rolling through different things. But for this tip, I always recommend to get close-ups as well as full body shots, angles from different, or shots from different angles from the side. Don't forget about moving closer to your subject and moving far away. This can be something that can add and give a completely different look to one single pose. Now, I know getting different angles of poses can be a little tricky depending on where the sun is and what your background may look like, but adding in a close-up and a far-away shot is going to make a huge difference, especially if you're shooting wide open, meaning you have like a 1.8, 2.0 kind of aperture. Getting that close-up shot and then taking a step back is going to make your background look completely different and add lots of variety to that one single pose. Okay, so my third tip for you guys is to add movement into your poses. A lot of times we can get so stuck in just putting our senior with one single pose that's stiff and might feel a little uncomfortable to her, but adding movement to pretty much every single pose is possible. And it also makes every single pose look a little more natural as you're shooting. It's always good to get those classic shots, the still poses, but adding some movement makes your senior loosen up a little bit and can also make it look more natural. Movement in a pose can look anything like walking towards the camera, walking away from the camera, flipping her hair over her shoulder towards you. It can be if she's facing you straight on, swaying side to side, especially if she has a dress. That's always my go-to with a dress. Swinging the dress side to side. You can't see me, I'm sitting, but holding the dress at the bottom, swaying side to side. She has her hand in her hair. She can be running her fingers through her hair or scrunching it up on the side. There's so many options that you can do here to add movement to every single pose. Okay, so one last tip for adding some variety to your senior gallery is to grab some detail shots while you guys are in the moment of doing poses and everything. But I also love to grab shots of her walking away or walking with her mom, like close-up shots of her hair or any special rings that she has on or jewelry. Those are just little things that might not seem important, but your senior may really love them, and I've seen lots of my seniors post them too. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. I love making these kind of videos, and I'm super excited to share my go-to poses with you soon. But today's video was all about just adding variety, and if you don't already, please go add me on Instagram. My Instagram name is @kelseymarie.photo. Has a little period after my name before photo. You can find me there. That's where all the fun stuff is happening. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and I will see y'all next week in another video.